a quick recap. Where are we? On a boat, as I recall. And you had an eventful evening with a less than entirely friendly visitation by Adolfo, the Woodwind religious zealot, who somehow managed to find his way to you.
Yeah, and I think he had tried to convert me or persuade me to join him, which Girl was not interested in doing. And as I recall, the where we broke, Adolfo had managed to make his way off the ship.
You had decided to let him go peacefully, which was awfully grown up and mature and nice of you. And then followed behind him as he made his way off to see where he was going. A roll that didn't quite go your way, so you have been distracted by stumbling over a injured, possibly dead seaman while you were going back onto deck. Meanwhile, I believe that Chris Bell and Shining Star had gone to have another chat with Ernest.
I have reconsidered that.
Okay. You had been about to knock on the door.
Yeah, and I decided that I'm going to leave Ernest alone this time. Adolfo can be my next information leverage.
Okay, seems fair. In that case, I think we'll probably pick up with Girl having stumbled over this injured, bleeding seaman in the stairs way up onto deck.
Okay, and in terms of the location, I do not see exactly where Adolfo has gone at this point then.
Not at the moment. You're trying to follow him stealthily. You don't have sight of him at the moment.
Okay, I think Girl looks down at that sailor and does an assessment of what kind of condition the sailor is in.
Okay. Shall we say that's a medical roll?
Okay.
Might edge it over into, if he's in a bad way, maybe you can do something for him with a medical roll.
I got a great result on the medical roll.
Okay, he's been viciously attacked, chunks of flesh ripped off him, and he's bleeding. Obviously, as you're examining him, you can staunch some of the blood flow, and perhaps he will not immediately bleed out.
Okay.
Would you like
does
to
it look
more?
Does it look like a wolfling attack?
It doesn't look like wolf claws, no. But it does look like some sort of animal attack.
Okay. I guess with that condition, Girl will start administering some type of medical treatment. I do have I don't know if I have them with me, but I do have bandage rolls.
There we go. Let's have a look at how medical rolls work. I don't see why you can't have them in your pocket if you've actually taken the effort to buy them. It seems unfair not to let you use them.
Yeah, I have written down 2 bandage rolls and a compress.
Yes. Okay. You
Is that
must
on the
have
list?
bandages.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think
that's hilarious.
here.
The gear list is one of these oddly structured things where there's certain things that are just real generic and general, and then other things are in exquisite detail.
Mm. It is the most old schooly thing about it. So you need to make a medical roll versus passable. And then you will get Since he's a foe, he's not going to make a roll, but he gives you +1 column shift to that because his stamina is passable. He's the patient. This is how these rolls work. So go ahead and make the roll.
I got a inferior result with the +1 shift. That would be poor.
Okay. I don't think that's quite how it works. So, an inferior result gives you 0 levels of the result. Because your score versus passable. I'm not going to minus them off though. There'd be if he was making a roll, if he was a person, he would make a stamina versus passable roll. And we add the levels coming out of that together, see how many levels you injury get here. And I am somewhat busting this because they don't really set the rules up to apply to like that. Anyway, so we'll give him 1 level of injury being healed, which means I can take his level of harm down from great to. He's probably unconscious though from pain and having bits of him ripped out by some horrible beast. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean,
he's not dying straight away.
Okay, does he look somewhat stabilized, or?
Yes, he's not bleeding out anymore.
I mean, I think once I get him to that condition, I will proceed up to the deck.
Okay.
Which is where Adolfo was heading.
Absolutely. Okay. So you're on deck. I assume you want to have a look around and see what is happening.
Yes.
Which sounds like an alertness roll to me. Because when in doubt, roll alertness.
So I got a good result on my alertness.
Good. So, some sort of fun done. Right. You emerge onto deck. It's dark. Few ship's lights illuminate the deck, and you can see another fallen body in the middle of the deck near to the main map. And also, at the front of the ship, you can see what must be Adolfo, a figure writhing and changing and mutating and slowly becoming covered in feathers and a huge beak.
And this is Adolfo who's transforming?
Yeah, he already mentioned that he flew here, implying that he had different shapes.
You can just make out in the dark the head, which is Adolfo's shaven-headed shape, but slowly morphing with a beak bursting forward from his jaws. If you weren't a wolfing, you might find this quite disturbing, but I imagine people changing shape all the time.
I think, Girl is going to bolt towards Adolfo to see if perhaps I can reach there before he's fully transformed.
Cool. That sounds like a quickness roll to me. I will give you a quickness versus. Let me think. Just have a look at Adolfo's character sheet.
It's freakishly mutate skill.
Let's say it's quickness, and I'll give you a +1 column shift because he is not rapidly transformed.
I was 1 away from catastrophic on the roll. I mean, I got a pathetic roll with the +1. It's feeble. It's a feeble quickness.
Oh no.
A 100% failure. The character failed completely and looked foolish in the process.
Ooh.
Right. Yeah. So, you're charging across the deck as strange avian cries come from the figure of Adolfo. He balances right on the front of the ship, and his arms, as he spreads them out around him and feathers burst forward from them, he wafts down. You're caught in the downward draft, and as he lifts off the ship, you are grasping at the feathery tail of this huge and horrendous-looking vulture, and you're left holding feathers as he glides off into.
I think I will pocket the feathers.
Ooh, okay.
that I have from him. I guess at this point, since he's flying into the dark, I will take a scan around the deck to see if there are any other bodies that I may have missed in my charge towards him.
Okay. Yes. I don't feel like I should make you make another alert. That's why you've got time to do that. So you can see that there is also a slumped form at the rear of the ship, slumped over the big, huge steering oar.
I don't think the captain's really going to like us much.
No. But I guess, yeah, I mean, seeing that, I mean, if it looks like, he's slumped over there, I think I would make my way down there to see if he needs any attention.
Okay. As soon as you get there, you can see that he needs some attention, but nothing you can do to help him because his throat has been ripped out. Okay. So he is dead, as happens to bystanders. I'm tempted to suggest that the combination of Adolfo did this and you let him get away, and finds a mangled corpse unexpectedly, might mean you'll do a sanity roll.
Ooh, yeah.
Because finds a mangled corpse unexpectedly is a sanity roll, but you get a +2 fellowship. So.
Okay. This was not my forte many sessions back.
Yeah, he just barely recovered from the last one, if I recall.
Right. All right, here we go.
Yes. This is again another example of me making the roll. I have no idea what I'm doing.
I guess we're ahead as long as you're not overlapping on your catastrophic sanity checks.
Yeah. Now, I got a good result on this one, just on my roll, and you said +2 column would make it superior.
No, yeah.
Cool. You're disturbed, but keep your cool. So, you see the helmsman lying there in a pool of blood, slowly dripping off the oar. But you have held yourself together. So, girl, what are you going to do next?
Well, I mean, seeing that there is no help for the person at the helm, I think I'm going to make my way below deck to our rooms and see if I can find Christabel and Shining Star to kind of confer with them.
Okay.